Hello there. It's my birthday weekend, so this year, instead of partying like I usually do, usually I have like 3 or 4 parties in 3 or 4 different cities. But this year I decided to do something different, which is, just pick a destination somewhere in the world and just get lost. And before I did that, I wanted to do a helicopter ride, which I did. I flew over Fort Lauderdale with a couple of my friends a few days ago. And it was awesome considering that my biggest fear in the world ever was flying. But, I had to conquer it because one of my goals was to see the world. And how could I do that if I was terrified of flying? But it took me some years, but I think I'm mostly over the fear of flying. And that helicopter ride, by the way, was awesome. And I have some footage of that. But this year I decided to just pick a destination and get lost. And the destination this year was Dubai. Yes, in the Middle East. I've never been there, but I have a girlfriend who comes here all the time and I see her pictures on Instagram and they are so beautiful. And I'm like, I gotta go there. So I came here. So I landed this morning. The flight was something like 15 hours, but I'm here. And I thought I would hit the ground running, but I needed some sleep. So I checked in my hotel and said I was going to take a 30-minute nap, and that 30-minute nap ended up being like a 2-hour nap. But I got up, I saw some sights, went sightseeing. I went for some drinks and went to a few restaurants to have something to eat, and then I went partying. And I like it so far. I really like it a lot. I like that I don't have to pat you down and send you through metal detectors just to go in a party. It's great that guns are illegal. And that's something that we take for granted. Because in the US, it's a lot of violence and especially a lot of gun violence. So it's definitely a breath of fresh air to go to different cities and you don't have to worry about being shot in the head. Just saying. But so Dubai, yeah, it's different. I've been to Jamaica and Bahamas and Amsterdam and London and Italy and France and Spain and Monaco and Switzerland and Canada and Hawaii and Puerto Rico and now the Middle East. It's definitely my first time here and it's different, but the good thing is that most people speak English here, so it wasn't as bad as the other countries, especially France, where they don't really help you out if you don't speak English. But it's cool that most people speak English here. I'm only here for about 3 or 4 days. I came by myself, yeah. And a lot of people find that weird, but I find it weird that most people spend their lives in the same city or same state or same country that they were born in. I think that's pretty much absurd. I think God made this vast world for us to explore and interact with each other, and especially how we have technology and planes and everything like that now. It's so easy to interact with other people, and I think we should. Granted, I wish that I could travel with more of my friends more often, but they have different responsibilities, life and school and family and work, jobs and things of that nature, businesses they have to run and things like that. And our schedules don't always like coordinate. So if I waited like another week or two, I'm sure one of my girlfriends would be able to travel with me, but it's my birthday. And I didn't want to take the risk not traveling on my birthday or my birth week and then something happened with my homegirl and she couldn't go that week that we originally planned, and then I'd be like, man, see, I should have went. I know I should have went on my birthday. So I consciously make an effort to live my life without regrets. So when I get the urge to do something, I just do it because life is too short. And I know we hear this phrase over and over, YOLO, you only live once and life is too short. But most people just don't get it until it's too late, until they're sick or they have a disease or they've lost someone they love. And then they're like, man, like life's too short. I should travel and I should see the world and I should take risk and like been there, done that. I've had way too much tragedy in my life to just sit still. So when people are like, Paige, how do you just get up and go? I'm like, how could I not? How could I not? I've seen my mother in a coffin. I've seen four of my siblings disabled, and none of them were born that way. And I've seen my best friend like commit suicide, and that wasn't the only person I knew who committed suicide in my lifetime. And I'm like, life's too short. And the only thing I know for sure is that I won't be here forever. No one will be here forever. So life is about living in the moment and taking risk and just doing crazy shit. Crazy shit within limits. Life is about taking risks while you have the chance, while you have breath, while you have life. Go out and do something. Just pack a bag and get lost. And it's crazy to me that most people don't even own a passport. A passport is probably like $120. People spend that on drinks and a pair of shoes and an outfit to go out one night, and they don't have a passport. That's crazy. Get a passport, save your money up, pack your bag. It can be the Caribbean, it can be another state, it can be the state right beside you, but start in small increments, but go get lost, travel, like expand your horizons. And it's crazy to me that, a lot of women who have one kid, two kids, three kids, the best time of the year for you is tax time. And you get a few grand and you still don't have a passport, or you still never been out the country. You still never been out of your state. That's ridiculous. I don't know what you're spending that money on, and you still don't have a house. I don't know what you're spending that money on, but one, you need to get a financial advisor. One, you need to talk to your bank about some investment options. And two, you need to travel, expand your horizons. Expand your horizons. Use some of that money, buy you a plane ticket and get lost. Get lost. Go see the world. Go meet other people. Try to make some connections. Socialize with other people. Network. Try to see what kind of business you can start overseas or in another state. Maybe there's a product in another state that people in your state can use. I know a lot of women are doing hair now. A lot of women are making mad money off of eyelashes, like $300, $200 to do eyelashes, and that's not a skill that you have to go to school for. So they say when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. When you're ready to get out of your comfort zone and start investing in yourself, it's up to you to start looking into other options. And especially especially us as minorities, we may feel like we don't have a lot of opportunities, and we're kind of a double minority, not only African American but also female. But there are plenty opportunities out there for us if we just go looking. And in this day and age, when you have Google and you have YouTube, you can literally type anything you want to find and you will get answers to it. How to start a business, how to become your own boss, how to find investors, how to find scholarships and grants, like whatever you can think of, you can find the answer to it on Google. And if you can't, then you can find the answer by emailing me. I love baje@gmail.com. For real. Your life. For real. Your life coach. I've learned so much in my young life. So much. Unfortunately, a lot of it through trial and error, but at least now I know why I went through all those things, and I went through all those things in order to help other people. And yes, I am kind of rambling right now, but it's my birthday week. I'm in Dubai, in the Middle East, and they kind of say it's lonely at the top, and it's only lonely if you don't help others to get to the top. So that's what I'm doing. I'm helping other people to get to the top. And I spent a lot of time helping those who really didn't want to get there. But now I get it. They say they want to get there and they say they want to be successful and better their lives, but you'll give them a blueprint. You'll tell them what they need to do. And in 2, 3, 4, 5 years, they're in the same place doing the same things. So even though naturally I'd give advice away for free, I learn to charge for it, not only to help make a living, but to decipher and to really find out who really wants to be successful. Because people say, Baje, can you help me do this? And I'll take my time to map out a blueprint for them and help them to create their goal boards, and they really don't work on the things. So when I realize that, okay, if they invest in themselves and if they actually have something to lose, if they actually put their money where their mouth is, then they'll actually work towards those goals. And I don't think my prices are crazy. They're pretty affordable. So and I'm pretty accessible for now. But I'm pretty accessible. So for you women who out there who read my book, you can easily find me on any of the social sites and my website, Miss Baje, MissBaje.com. And for now, I'm pretty accessible to you girls who really need the help and who are serious about it. And that's it, because I've been able to do some pretty cool things in my lifetime. And I just want to share those experiences with other people because given my circumstances and given my background and how I was raised and where I was raised in Brooklyn, crack infested Brooklyn, and in poor island of Jamaica. And my parents were divorced and I was in foster care and went through all kind of craziness. There's really no way I should logically be in Dubai by myself, having a blast. Been able to go to 10 countries last year and have 2 businesses that I started. The first one when I was like 21. And I have 2 books out now and been on Dr. Phil like 3 times and been on other shows on MTV and BT and CW and O Network, and just a poor little girl from Brooklyn. There's no logical way that I should be where I am. And in order to be successful, you can't think logically. You can't think rationally. And you have to think outside the box, and you have to be determined, and you have to be persistent, because people are talented, but they're not successful. And people are smart, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're successful. You have to be determined and you have to be persistent. And I just want to pass my knowledge on. So I've been doing that through books and through life coaching and now through workshops, design your life workshops. And I'm pretty excited about that. I'm pretty excited about having all that energy, positive energy from women with like-minded goals under one roof. It really lights me up. It really lights me up. But I know I'm destined to do some great things. I know God has me here for a reason. I know He's allowed me to endure all that I've been through for a reason. I know He put all these mentors in my life randomly at the weirdest moments and the hardest times, unexpected times, for a reason. And I'm blessed to know what that reason or what my purpose is in life, especially at such a young age, and it is to help other people. And now I'm ready to do so. So I have tons of footage of me just talking to my laptop. I have no idea who is going to hear all of this one day, but I spend a lot of time by myself. I spend a lot of time thinking and planning and strategizing. And I always have footage of wherever I go and my thoughts. I always record it, whether on video or in a book or the memo section of my phone or something. But I'd like to put together a documentary one day, hopefully soon, and just have a collage or a montage of pieces of my life so I can share with you all, so you can have a better insight on moi. The good, the bad, the beautiful. But that's it. Over and out from Dubai, Middle East. I don't know where I'll end up next, but on my goal board or my wish list for this year is China, because I want to slide down the Great Wall of China, and South Africa. I want to do the safari and see the animals. And then next year, I want to go to Egypt to see the pyramids, and then Australia to see a kangaroo live and in the flesh. So that's what life is all about. Life is about setting goals and setting deadlines with those goals and going after them. So I'm here to tell you, you can do anything you want to do, and you can be anything you want to be. And yes, I'm talking to you. I know you always see those people or those celebrities on award shows, and they're like, keep believing, and never give up and never give up. And it kind of goes over our heads because we're like, like they're a celebrity, or that's Taylor Swift, or that's Beyonce, or that's Oprah, or that's Kanye, or that's Diddy, and they're not like me. But no, they're literally talking to you, and I'm literally talking to you because they were where you are now, and they started with a dream. I started with a dream, and you can't give up. We all started at the same place. Some of us may have had an advantage, or some of you may have had an advantage, like with parents in your lives, or having mentors, or people just helping you along the way, or you may have had an education or good education. Some of us start in at different levels, but for the most part, we all kind of start at the same place with a vision, with a dream, with a goal. And you can obtain that goal. You just have to be irrational and a little bit crazy. Because if you're sane and if you're kind of normal, then you'll be with all the normal folks doing normal stuff. So keep your dream alive and guard your dream with everything you have. Only share your dream with people you trust and people who can make that dream come to fruition. And set goals and smash them. And see you at the top. It doesn't have to be lonely at the top, because I'm trying to bring all of y'all with me. So, all right, see you on the next adventure. Over and out from Dubai, and hopefully South Africa soon.